Welcome to Guitar Vacation. Wanted to talk a little bit about the diminished scale and kind of a cheat code or hack that I developed for myself. I think I probably really got it from listening to Scott Henderson. Um, but when you go out to learn the diminished scale, the diminished scale, and look on tutorials and whatnot, you learn this crazy scale with fingering that kind of doesn't make sense, and it seems like you're playing random notes everywhere. If you had the same experience as me when I was trying to tackle it. And that really was hard for me to wrap my head around. It was hard for me to hear the diminished sound in, and the result of that was when I tried to use that in my playing, it just kind of fell apart. So what I developed was just kind of a little pattern based off of the diminished scale and the concept that diminished is based on, which is minor thirds, consecutive minor thirds that follow each other up and down. So if we were to take it in Neanderthal guitar player land, where I'm from, I want to play in A because, I only play in A and E. And, all right, we're just in A blues box, pentatonic, whatever you want to call it. So. All right, so if we think of it as that's kind of home base where a lot of people feel comfortable playing, the top of that pentatonic scale is actually a minor third interval. It's A to C. And then, once again, the diminished is minor thirds consecutively, one after the other. So the next note, A, C, would be a minor third up, E flat. E flat happens to be the flatted fifth of A. So y'all hear that? So what you can do with that is make a pattern that's actually really simple on the guitar the way it's laid out. And because you're really focusing on those minor third intervals, you can really hear better what the diminished sound is, and incorporate it into your playing. So that transferred into a little pattern that you can practice to get it under your fingers, and it goes like this. So we're still in A. Our first minor third interval is going to be A C, and then you go to the next string, go a half step up, and play. It's going to be E flat and a minor third up from that. So, and then you go to the next string. Guess what you do? Go a half step up, play that note and the minor third up from that. Next string, same thing. Now when you get to the B string, because of the way the guitar is tuned, you actually have to go a whole step up, but it's really the same thing. play your minor third interval there, and then all the way up to the top E string. So the pattern ends up being like this. Easy. I mean, really, it's just four notes going through the three octaves. But it can become really useful in trying to sneak the diminished scale, and I kind of consider that a little step outside, depending on where it's used, and add that little outside slip in your playing. So easy way to do that, and let's say we're still coming from a pentatonic-ish scale being kind of our home where we're comfortable. Well, if you notice on the pentatonic scale, on your B and E strings, you've got two minor thirds, right? So that is a good place where you can start putting that pattern into use. So we're playing, our generic blues stuff. And then you bring it back in, and that's really the most important part, is after you slide out a little bit, how you slide back in. And that's going to be landing on a diatonic note at the right time, rhythmically, and all that. And it's just really creating a little bit of tension, and it primes your ear to get a response. It wants to hear you return back to that diatonic note, and that's kind of musically how it functions, and probably why outside stuff sounds cool. And we're really on that, just going a half step out of home. And then coming back. So you're not going too far from your home. I guess the better player you are, probably the further out you can get, and it still sound good. So this is really a first step to using the diminished to get some of those outside sounds. Go to the next pentatonic position down for A. You'll notice there, same thing. You have the on the D string and G string, those two minor third interval lines. You can use it there. So come right back to the diatonic stuff in the pentatonic scale. So that was something, when I started doing that, I was really able to hear the sound of the diminished scale better, and hear it where I could incorporate it more into my playing. So there is a bonus also. Wait, there's more. Because we're dealing with minor thirds, any particular lick you play or whatever you want to call it, you can automatically play the same thing a minor third up because it's still in that same diminished lane. So that makes it even more useful. And then you slide back to your home. So anyway, that's something that helped me when I was really scratching my head fooling with the traditional way the diminished scale is taught and played. And hopefully it can be a tool you can put in your toolbox and at least play around with to see if you can fit it in with your playing and see if you can get some outside sounds out of it. So, during your next guitar vacation, step outside your comfort zone with a cheat code diminished pattern and see how you like it. And until the next time, enjoy your guitar vacation.